G'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, they're no good, idiotic public freakouts here and Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things, with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. This person catches someone being a bit racist towards someone inside of a store because they weren't speaking English when they're doing their own thing.
At me like she didn't know, but yet she could speak English.
No, you're wrong. I said, can I just pass by?
No, you didn't.
And then she started talking about you not speaking English?
No, I did not. I'm Italian.
Ma'am, I heard with my own 2 ears.
Why are you asking?
I heard, because I just wanted to get it on video that you were a bigot. She has every right to speak her language in this country. Every right. Just like you're Italian and your Italian ancestors have every right to speak their language in this country, okay? If you want to take your bigot self somewhere else, you absolutely need to do that, but leave this woman alone. Leave her alone. No, you're done talking. You call the police all you want. Nobody's harassing anybody. You were harassing her for speaking a different language. Knock it off. This is going viral, lady. Ma'am, you have every right to speak your language in our country.
Oh no, when someone's not talking to you and they're talking either on the phone to someone they know or they're talking to someone else in person or talking to themselves, they're not speaking English. End of world. Ooh. I will never understand the people that care so much about that type of thing. It's just so seemingly so weird to me. It's like, oh no, they didn't speak English. Are you like upset because they might be talking shit behind your back in a language that you can't understand? Is that what you're upset about? Because otherwise, it just seems stupid. This woman's going up an escalator in an airport when the person behind her has flash on their camera that goes off when they decide to take a photo of a pretty interesting thing. Rather than just ignoring it and moving on with their day, she decides that this would be the time she confronts the guy for doing something highly inappropriate. Here's the clip.
Let me see your phone. Excuse me, you're not getting away with this. Give me your phone. I'll call security. Where's your phone?
Security, I can't even feel my.
I don't give a You took a picture of my ass. Give me your phone. Excuse me, can somebody call security, please? He took unsolicited pictures of my ass on the escalator. Give me your phone. You really think I'm not going to follow you because you pretended to hurt your foot? Give me your phone, you freak. Then give me your phone. If you didn't take a photo of me, give me your phone. Yeah, you wouldn't have hit your foot if you weren't taking photos of me being a perv. And you didn't think I was going to hear that? Or I'm going to be some scared little woman and not call you the out for it? That's disgusting. How many pictures of women do you have on your phone? Okay, so if you don't want to show it to me, they're going to call state called security and they're going to let me see that you took a picture of me unsolicited. You want to take a picture of me, I'll record you. I'll put this all over the internet. Let me see your phone.
See your phone?
Because you took a picture of me, that's why.
Accident, I didn't mean to.
Then why did you have your phone like this on my ass? Delete the photo now.
Because I was trying to pull up.
No, you weren't. Why did the camera go off? How were you looking at your flight and the camera went off?
Camera, photos. That?
Then go in your photo album. Go down. You're going up. Go down. And go in your deleted. I want to see your deleted. Because you're not smart enough to go in there and delete it.
Here we go, because I'm going to be late.
I don't give a if you're going to be late for your flight. I don't want my ass on someone's phone. Delete the photo now. I'll embarrass you in front of all these people. Don't take photos of me. You took a picture of my ass, bro. Delete it now. Go in your deleted and delete it. Give me your phone. Yeah, because you deleted it.
If I took it, it was an accident, I swear to God.
It's disgusting. You're disgusting.
I suppose if you're dumb enough to make an attempt to take a photo of a random person's ass who you don't know without their consent, I suppose you're also dumb enough to forget that flash is on. It's just the entire thing with this. I personally just will never understand why some people do this, make the attempts to take photos of people in compromising positions and shit like that. It's like, are you really that desperate? Is this really just what you like doing? Like, it's just insane to me. It's inappropriate. It's wrong by all means, and you definitely deserve to get caught out every single time you do it, unless that's what you like and you have a humiliation fetish. I didn't want to think about that. Why the hell did I just think about that now? Oh god, I'm moving on. Here we have an interesting clip. Basically, this person has put their clothes into the wash in the communal laundry. Anyway, a little bit later, when it's done, she's come down about 10-ish minutes later, and it turns out that someone shoved her clothes into the dryer with someone else's clothes. And well, here she is now confronting that person.
Yeah, no, I don't. So
Excuse me.
are actually on top of the machine.
Yeah, okay, I'll come back.
Are you the one who moved my stuff?
Yeah, I've had my stuff moved before.
Okay, but you put my stuff in a dryer with someone else's clothes. You're talking about you had your shit moved before. I don't know nothing about that. That has nothing to do with me. If you had a problem with someone moving your stuff, you should have waited to confront them the way that I've waited for you to confront you. But I'm pretty sure, because I moved your shit 2 hours ago and you're just now coming to check on it, so you probably weren't here fast enough, A. B, I'm sure if someone moved your shit, they didn't put it in a dryer with someone else's stuff. Like, common sense, if you must move someone's stuff, at least put it on top of the dryer. People with normal decorum and decency, that's what they would do. Who raised you? Like, the fact that I have to stand here and tell you this is blowing me. That's common sense. It's less than 10 minutes late, so, like, that's kind of ridiculous, and it's really dirty. So if you could not do that, that would be great.
I gotta be immediately honest here. I've basically got next to no experience with a communal laundry. I've literally only had to deal with it once about a year ago when I was down at PAX Oz in last year, where I sat there in the laundry on the seat for like the entire time it took to wash and dry the clothes because, you know, it states in the rules to do that. But hey, again, that's just because I don't have this experience. I don't know what this is like, and yada yada yada. I do think it's a bit silly to shove clothes from one washing machine and then just shove it in a dryer where there's other clothes already and put it on, or just shove it in there because you probably would have had to pay to put it on most likely. I don't know how communal laundromats work inside of an apartment complex to a certain degree. Like, wouldn't there be a basket there for that person's clothes or something along those lines? You don't just shove it with some other pile of clothes that you don't know if it's theirs or not, because now you've just mixed their clothes up. And that's just annoying. It's just annoying. You could have just left it on top of the dryer or on top of the wash, or usually you'd hope there'd be a basket maybe. I don't know. Putting it with someone else's crap's a bit stupid though. Here we have some guy who's riding around a car parking lot late at night, and someone who decides, Karen, a bit of a manic Karen, sees something that she's not exactly happy with and decides to take things into her own hands to go off at this kid.
Your bicycles? Walk on, boy! Walk the on! I don't care, you can record me all you want! Walk on! Walk on, boy! Walk on! This your bike? Get on and ride! I'm putting up with that Walk on, boy! Walk on! Walk the on! Over your head! Get your bags and move! Walk on! Walk the on! Well, you ain't going fast enough, huh? Respect! Get the you're on MySpace, flipping me off over here like you something. Walk on, mother. Walk on, boy.
You're tweaking. Please don't touch my bike.
Walk on, mother. Walk on. Keep recording me. Walk on, mother.
I'm trying to leave.
Walk on. Walk on.
This bitch crazy.
Tell me, yeah. Tweaking. You walk on, but you're the one's disrespectful.
No one could even you.
Get the out of here. Get the.
What are you on?
I'm on you, not doing that.
Hey,
walk on.
Well, you better watch out.
Walk on. What the you gonna do?
Dude,
You're gonna call me a
doing?
tweaker and think you're me?
I
No,
didn't
you're not. You're trying to say that I'm in the wrong.
Could you
because
please
I'm
stop?
a female and I'm on something. Get the on.
You're a grown adult. Like, God. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm just sitting here looking at this entire thing, and it's just like, you're a grown adult. grow up. This is not how you act. You're screaming at them to move on, yet you're going around chasing after them, kicking their bike over, and when they're getting on their bike, you try to grab their bike. It also sounds like you threw the mug. What is your, you're telling them to go, yet you're trying to keep them there by screwing with their bike. Like, what are you doing? Is your brain not computing things correctly, or you just have to go off at someone, and this kid's very easy to go off of? Like, yeah, he's saying some insults at you. That is definitely something you can be upset about. But you're also the adult in this situation. You know, there's a certain thing of growing up and just moving on and not letting these type of things affect you. I don't know. It seems to be something a lot of people don't really do. Here we have a very interesting situation. So here what's happened here is we don't have much of the details of what's happened prior to this clip here. All we know is that these guys are in a group at the gas station where a pair of them are getting gas for their bikes. And this guy comes out from his car and is extremely unhappy with them for one reason or another and is pretty much telling them to get the hell out of here. Anyway, things kind of escalate to some degree. Here's the clip.
You need to get out of here because she'll call the cops on you. We were getting gas. I know you two did, but you guys didn't get gas. But that's okay. You're done getting gas. I'm serious. She will call the police. We got it. I'm going to get out of here. We're getting gas. Okay. Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't call the next time. You know, we're going to take bad people here. I'll call them. Call this morning. Yes, sir. We'll take orders. I can't wait. Go ahead. There's no plate on there. Oh. You want to take a picture? Maybe I should have the cops come and write your ticket. What? Maybe I should have the cops come and write your ticket. Call him. I'll call him for you. Okay. Let me talk. Let me talk to him. Don't come back here next time. You're out of here. Don't.
I'd definitely go on a note to say that the revving of their bikes like they were doing at the end, they would definitely get you kicked out of going back to a place because you're just doing that to piss off that other guy. And the guy with the long hair probably made the right move here, jumping in between you, saying, nope, you go, get out of here, don't come back. And then he immediately turns around to the other guy whilst the bikers are still there saying, don't ever touch a woman. Like, because clearly that guy was being very weird, especially going up to the girl there, just putting his arm around him and trying to talk to her. It's like, that's super sketch at like the low bar. It's like either he did that purposely to try and piss off the bikers to maybe get them to do something that he can easily report to the police, or maybe he's just dumb. I don't know. Either way, yeah. The people behind the camera are Amazon delivery drivers, or supposedly. They're wearing the Amazon vest, but obviously using their own car for the deliveries. Anyway, they're making a delivery to a gated community, but don't have a way in, and we're sitting at the front gate. This other person, who we see on camera here, comes in with their golf cart, asks them to get out the way so he can go through, and then they follow him. And then it escalates into this mess here.
No, because this one's interesting.
Hey, don't you touch us. Hey, give me back my phone. Are you kidding me right now? Nah, give me the phone. Get the hell off of me.
I got police.
Go ahead, and I got proof of you just putting your hands on us and reaching in, get in the car.
I've got people trying to get in a secured gated area.
Are you kidding me?
Canoa Northwest. They're trying to follow me into my golf cart. Get that out of my face.
No, and you need to get out of my face, because I swear to God, you come at me, I'm going to hit you.
Get in your car.
No. You reached into my car and grabbed us.
Back the f up. Get my mother phone back.
I got your phone. It's in the car.
I've got people trying to follow me into a gated community.
We're delivering a package.
Literally in uniform for Amazon.
I don't care if you're with Amazon or not.
You literally told me
somebody.
You literally told me to move so that you could get in, and you said to follow you in.
Green Valley, Arizona, and I'm not moving my golf cart.
That's fine.
If somebody comes down here.
I don't care, because I would love for them to come down so I can press charges. That's what I want them to come do. Yes. You need to call my dad.
A blue vest. I don't know if they're
Amazon. Amazon. Let them know. You want the details? Amazon.
Does that allow an Amazon car to follow a golf
You
cart?
told me to follow you. You told me to get out the way so that you could try and get in because you were looking for your key fob. So I got out the way.
No, we're at the entrance to the gated community. They wanted to follow me in using my passcode, and I told them no. They're not supposed to do that. I didn't know they were a delivery. They were in their car, but they've got Amazon vests on. One does, one doesn't.
Trying to deliver a package.
Put his hands on us, reached in the car and grabbed us, threw Steven's phone on the floor.
My name's Dave. I will pull into my community if you want me to get away from them. But I think it's wrong what they're doing.
I'll crash out tonight.
Okay, and yes, I would like to press charges because you put your hands on us and threw his property on the floor. We got it on video.
That's fine. Lady, I don't give a shit.
So his name's Dave.
This guy successfully peeved off enough people that the internet figured out who he is. I think some form of David Human or something along those lines, a very generic sounding name. There's a whole story there that I don't know too much about because I'm not an internet sleuth, and finding this information is usually a lot harder because I live in Australia, so my searches don't find the same thing because geographic search shenanigans. Okay, I'm going to ask you to bear with me for a moment because this clip has a fair bit of story of what happened prior to the actual clip itself. So, the person behind the camera here is there with their grandmother and their son at a Mexican restaurant. Her mother has taken the pen from her son, and her son made some form of groan noise. You know, the typical, something along those lines. And someone in the restaurant in the background said, I want to hear what you said, but I can't hear you over these effing kids. And so the person behind the camera gets up to confront this table. It only turns out that she went to the wrong table first, and the actual person who said this was trying to hide in the background. Ultimately, she figured out that she's at the wrong table and goes find the person who's trying to hide. This ultimately devolved into a full-on fist fight in the middle of the restaurant, which only stops shortly after the police start to arrive, and that's where this clip jumps in. Let's get into it.
It's a baby. It is a baby. Are you fucking insane?
Don't bring your baby in a
fucking yelling at me, goddammit. Don't yell at me.
I'm only yelling at you because you're yelling at me, and I'm trying to get you to.
No, I'm trying to tell you, if you plan on finishing your dinner, get the down
and eat.
That's what I'm telling you.
Because other people are trying to have a conversation. That's what I did with my children. I didn't have it so loud where people at my table, at tables next to me, couldn't hear me talking.
Yeah,
I don't.
Voice, so everybody in the damn
But ma'am,
restaurant.
listen, you start screaming at the top of your voice.
Because I never heard the baby.
We never even heard the baby over there. And we're sitting right there.
I went to the bathroom earlier. I could hear the baby in the bathroom. I'm sitting right there.
What baby?
I can hear.
You're an ignorant bitch.
I can hear her talking.
Mom,
I can hear her baby in the bathroom.
You started yelling at this baby.
Now we're gonna get everybody's food to go, and you're all gonna.
I'm just trying to get up out of my seat. She wouldn't let me out of the seat, and she backed me.
If we stay, people are going to jail.
Okay.
So get your food to go, pay your check, and go.
Okay.
Oh, that's so
You
cute.
see? Let's not do this.
Yes, it sucks when you're at a restaurant with your friends or family and you're trying to have a conversation with it and it turns out that a baby's in the restaurant being as a baby does, loud and annoying. Yes, that does suck, but it doesn't mean that you have to say loud enough that the people with the kid will hear you, that you can't hear people over these kids. That is so unnecessary. Yes, it sucks, but welcome to the factor of life. Babies exist in the world. They're not going to just vanish because you don't like hearing them, and unfortunately they're going to be in restaurants when their family wants to eat out, and unfortunately they're going to act like babies. Who would have figured? What entitlement. Here we see the aftermath of a police officer who decided to run through an intersection whilst they had the red light without having their sirens or lights on, nor checking if it was safe, ending up in a car crash with a mother whose kid's birthday it is today. Here's the clip.
I know my rights. I know Mosley. He was detective of PPD. You are supposed to stop. You're supposed to stop talking in traffic. My daughter was hurt. I was hurt. It's my daughter's birthday. You ruined it! You ruined my daughter's fifth birthday! Let it be heard! Let it be heard! She turned 5! She turned 5 today!
But I think she was an emergency.
But she didn't have her lights on until after that.
I like how some people are saying, like, oh, if he had his lights on, it would have been A-OK shenanigans. It's like, no. Even if the police officer had their lights on, they still need to slow down, give everyone a chance to realize, oh shoot, there's a cop there, let's all stop and let them through, not just randomly plow through the intersection without any warning, because that is unfathomably dangerous. Like, I've watched emergency vehicles do a lot of work over the years here in Australia, and one of the big things they do, they come up to an intersection, they flag their sirens how loud as they can to make sure everyone knows they're coming, and they roll up, double check to make sure everyone's stopped and they can go through safely, and then they go through. They don't just plow through even when they have a red light, because everyone knows that some people aren't going to have fast reaction times fast enough to be aware of a cop that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere, especially when they're speeding off to a certain destination. So you need to conduct these things in a safe way, not whatever the hell this was. Like, even if the cop had his lights on, you still can't excuse that, because they just plowed through the intersection without a care in the world. It is insane, that behavior. Here we have a pair who have completely missed their flight, and so rather than accepting that, oops, we stuffed up and maybe find a way to delay the flight, let's start yelling at the people who would be able to help us with that situation, because that's a great idea.
I'm a military person. I don't start trouble with people.
I understand that, but it was already the
Can I please go on my break? I gotta go to work tomorrow.
The plane is still right here.
You didn't even try to ask anybody, man. You sitting right here not doing nothing. Ask somebody first. Do that. You talk about go ask somebody on the plane. The plane ain't going. Go ask somebody. Do that. Talk about all that money be paid in the plane. Ask somebody. No, that.
Sir,
Hey, go ask somebody. He got it. He got to ask somebody. Ask somebody first.
I understand that.
Don't just say no. Don't just say no. All that money we spend, go ask somebody first.
You know, usually if you talk to these staff nicely, let them know what's happened, exactly why you're late, and all these other reasons, I'm sure they would have been able to find a way to get you on the next available flight where they would have had a position to get you on. But unfortunately, I doubt they're going to be too willing to help you in the situation, considering that you're doing exactly this. You're going off of them. You're yelling at them because apparently it's their fault they didn't quadruple 5 times check you, to potential check you're here before they let the flight go. There's only so many times they can check these type of things, you know? With this clip here, this is a rental. This person's returned the rental to the rental place, and it turns out that there's chunks of ash scattered across the entire car. And well, of course, the guy working there decides to ask the guy, hey, did you smoke in here? Who smoked in here? There's ash in here. And well, we have a very interesting conversation afterwards. Here's the clip.
When you accuse somebody of doing something that they didn't do, somebody's going to stand up for themselves.
I didn't
accuse you.
You
said I was smoking in the car.
I didn't say you
Nobody
were.
Was
I didn't say you were.
In the car.
I said there's smoke in the car and we have a no smoking policy. Yeah, there is.
The ash in the car does not mean somebody necessarily smoked in the car.
I didn't say it was you.
But it still doesn't mean somebody smoked in the car.
What are you, burning incense?
In the car, sir. You can keep a door open. And somebody could be burning leaves, and ash from the leaves can be getting inside of the car. Whatever the case.
I mean, it's very rare to happen.
I can pull up to an Eagles game and leave my windows open, sitting in the stadium or in a parking lot, and somebody is smoking whatever it is they want to smoke. Blow the ashes out and bam.
All that shit was blowing in.
Nobody was smoking in the car. Then you got mad and said that I was smoking in the car because it's masked through something.
Bro, that's a nice nugget right there. You think we can smoke that?
Bro, it's legal where I'm at, but that still does not negate the fact that you accused me of smoking in the car.
Bro, if we were in a court right now, you'd be so guilty of smoking.
You guilty of what?
Smoking, dude.
Smoking what, bro?
I don't know.
People smoke. I'm grown. I'm 35. People
I know.
Smoke. It's legal up here, and it's legal where I'm at.
But there's a no smoking policy in the car.
Nobody was smoking in the car. That's not smoke.
Was that weed?
It doesn't matter if it's weed. Are you going to get mad that somebody might have dropped a pack of cigarettes in the car and then the tobacco fell out? Are you really going to get mad about that and say there's no smoking in the car? It's tobacco leaves.
I'm not mad. You're
finding
mad?
leaves, bro. But you're sitting here trying to accuse me of stuff I didn't do, bro. Like, get out of here.
I'm not mad.
95% sure he's guilty. That's my verdict here. You can obviously come up with your own opinions here. I personally think he's probably guilty, considering how hard he's trying to deflect that off of him, saying, oh, it was this thing. Oh, no, it was this thing. Oh, it was this thing that doesn't make quite enough sense to this. It's like you could have gone for a myriad of other reasons that could potentially have covered your case, but you're clearly just desperately trying to find a way to deflect the blame, especially after he finds a little nugget of a certain item that I can't talk about because, you know, the gods are YouTube gods are watching. But it's just like, buddy, if you smoked in there, you just own up. It's only going to potentially go, like, he probably wouldn't be that annoyed. You might get a slight slap of a fee. I don't know. But it's just like acting like this is definitely not the way to go about it. Here we have staff trying to control people at an airport.
Today, sir, is that you're not going to talk over me and you're not going to talk over me. I'm looking at this gentleman directly and I'm speaking to him. You don't overspeak me and you don't get an attitude with me. Because what we're going to do is call court police and have you removed. So do me a favor, step back.
Talk to the gentleman.
Step back.
I'm standing right here. Talk to the
Step back.
Talk to the gentleman.
Thank you. Like I said, it's a box the size of that.
This seems like a situation where someone's getting involved in a conversation they're not meant to be involved in. This Karen here supposedly watched a beer can be thrown onto the road by apparently the people behind the camera here, so she decides to go up there and annoy them about it. Says that she's already called the cops and assumed that they're going to do cross DNA analyzation by analyzing the DNA on the beer can and comparing it to her DNA to prove that it was her who threw it out the window and that she was also drunk. We'll get back to you in a moment. Here's the clip.
They're going to take your DNA and the DNA off this can and they're going to find it. Because I watched you from it, so don't lie to me.
I'm not.
You are, and I watched you.
Well,
and
if you say you watched me, then you are lying.
No.
Because you want to smell my breath? Because I haven't eaten anything or drinking
You know what?
So it's not going to smell minty.
Here. Any minute now.
I haven't done anything.
Have a seat. Check out the beer in your car and the youngsters in your car. Have a seat. Have a seat. I'll call them back.
I feel like this is... I don't think I'm going to. Because I don't
care what you think, because you're driving drunk.
I'm not driving drunk.
Okay.
Sweet pea, I promise you right now.
Don't tell me that.
Don't need to pull me over. There's no reason for you to be doing this right now.
There is. This That is not mine. Threw out of your car. Wasn't not me. Yep, whatever. Tell me the truth. I am. Yeah, who threw it? I don't know. I wasn't watching. I was paying attention to the road like I'm supposed to, like a driver. Okay, well, the police will be here any second. So. The police can be here, but they can also make sure that they can also breathalyze me, which they're going to probably do.
I will be glad to take a breathalyzer.
Good. No, you don't. You absolutely don't. And the police will be here. They have your license plate. They have your license plate. They will find you.
Congrats.
But I will make sure they know.
Let's just go home.
Someone's been watching a little bit too much CIA. Like, genuinely, one of the weirdest things I've ever seen is just like, oh yeah, they're gonna come in, they're gonna swab the DNA off this can here, and they're gonna compare it to your DNA and prove that it was you. No, they won't. They will just like say, okay, cool, throw it out. Like, unless you got video proof, they're not going to care enough to go through that effort to cross DNA analyze shenanigans on a can just to prove who threw it out, because that ultimately doesn't really do much for a charge. Like, a bit stupid to say the least.